Ever wonder when it all stopped feeling good?
Have you ever felt like life has lost its color? Like the things that once made your heart race with joy now feel distant, muted, almost unreal? If so, you're not alone. This silent fading of emotions is known as anhedonia, or emotional flatlining. It's when the world continues to move around you, but you remain still, unmoved, untouched. Before we begin, remember that this video is not a substitute for professional help. If you recognize these signs and they weigh heavily on you, reaching out to a professional can be life-changing. But we also understand that not everyone has access to that help, so we've listed resources in the description. And if you're not sure where to start, we've put together a How Are You quiz, a simple yet powerful tool that over 300,000 people have used to assess their baseline of happiness. The quiz isn't a diagnosis, but it helps unpack the hidden struggles, environmental and personal, that shape our emotional well-being. We hope that it can guide you toward understanding yourself better. After all, knowing where we stand is the first step toward change. In fact, we're planning a series of videos after this quiz, designed to help you slowly make the changes needed to see a difference in your life. With that said, here's the first sign. 1. Loss of interest. Do you remember the things that once made you feel alive? The passions that filled your time, the hobbies that brought a sense of joy. But now they feel distant, like echoes of a past life you can't return to. Apathy creeps in like a slow fog, dulling the colors of everything you once loved. Days blur into nights, and you sit in the stillness, wondering if anything will ever feel the same again. 2. Faking emotions. Have you ever found yourself wearing a mask, forcing a smile that never quite reaches your eyes? Laughter that feels rehearsed, words that feel hollow? You stand among friends in a sea of conversations and joy, yet it all feels foreign, alien, like watching a play from behind a glass wall. People with anhedonia often fake emotions to blend in, to not burden others with their emptiness. But inside, the silence lingers. 3. Depressed mood. Time keeps moving, but you feel stuck. Have you ever wondered why you can't shake this emptiness? Why the weight of existence feels heavier with each passing day? Anhedonia often walks hand in hand with depression, making it easy to feel like life has lost its meaning. When the ability to feel joy fades, so too does the motivation to move forward. It can feel like you're drifting, lost in a vast ocean without a shore in sight. 4. Risky behavior. When the mundane loses its spark, do you find yourself chasing something more extreme? Maybe it's thrill-seeking, skydiving, reckless spending, pushing boundaries just to feel something. Anything. Some turn to risk in hopes of rekindling the lost fire within them, but the truth is, no external rush can replace the absence of internal joy. The real healing lies in understanding what led to this numbness in the first place. 5. Negative emotions. To suddenly lose the ability to feel joy and happiness is terrifying. It can feel as though life itself is slipping through your fingers, like the people closest to you are becoming distant figures in a fog you can't clear. And in response, fear may settle in, anxiety, sadness, frustration, emotions that flood in to replace the joy that once lived there. But as overwhelming as the emotions are, they're not the enemy. They are signals, whispers from within, urging you to listen. 6. Blunted effect. Do you ever feel like a spectator in your own life? Your voice flat, your expressions dull, your reactions muted. When joy fades, so does its reflection in the way we interact with the world. Conversations feel empty. Social interactions, exhausting. You watch others laugh, react, live, but inside you feel nothing. And yet deep down, you still wish you could. 7. Social withdrawal. When the world stops feeling engaging, isolation can feel like the only option. Friends invite you out, but it feels easier to stay home. The energy it takes to pretend, to engage, to act as if everything is fine, it becomes too much. So you retreat, convincing yourself that being alone is better than being misunderstood. But isolation is a slow poison, feeding the very numbness you long to escape. Do you recognize yourself in these signs? If you do, know that you're not broken. This numbness is not permanent. It's a chapter, not the whole story. We encourage you to reach out to someone, a friend, a therapist, or even the resources we've linked below. And if you're unsure where to begin, take the How Are You quiz. We hope it can help you too. By checking our baselines of happiness, we can start to see the patterns in our lives that contribute to how we feel, and that's why after this quiz, we're planning a series of videos. Ones that go beyond just identifying the problem, but actually helping you rebuild, step by step. If this video resonated with you, or if you know someone who might need it, share it with them. Sometimes a single conversation, a single step, can be the turning point towards something better. I know anhedonia well, and I found my way out. For now, you're not alone. Healing is possible.
Oh, it's not that I can't feel, it's just that I can't breathe. It's just that I can't need anymore. Oh, it's not that I can't feel, it's just that I can't speak. It's just that I can't see anymore. Oh, not that I can't feel, just that I can't laugh, just that I can't hear anymore. How can I be so numb, yet I feel everything? How can I be so tired, still can't fall asleep? Not that I can't feel, just that I can't breathe. Oh, it's not that I can't feel, it's just that I can't speak. It's just that I can't see.
Ty, the founder of the channel, asked me if I would be willing to make some music for the end of the video. And he asked me to make something that would help people experiencing anhedonia feel something. So I was like, okay, no pressure. I haven't made any music or written anything or produced anything in quite some time, and what ended up happening was I felt like I just had to be really open to whatever came out of me. And what happened was I just kind of went through the remembrance of every time I personally have been through anhedonia, and I've experienced it on and off for most of my life, for all of my life. And because I've been in it and through it so many times, I'm able to now sometimes remind myself that there is another side. I know that there's very little, if anything, that I can say to help you connect to that or feel that right now. But I just wanted to make something that allowed people to either get a taste of what it's like if they've never been through it before and know someone who experiences it or is experiencing it or will experience it, but also for those who are going through it, to just have a space where they could just be and at least feel safe in it. It's a red flag that you are processing something really real and intense to your mind and body and soul, and your system is just processing. Please be patient with yourself. Please be patient, and please try to be kind to yourself. I know what it feels like to feel nothing so painfully, and to just kind of walk through life with a mask on, kind of just here because you have to be. And I also know what it's like to get to the other side and to see the light again and to feel again. And for me, it often kind of just comes out of nowhere. I was in it recently. For me, it's been triggered by things sometimes, mourning the loss of someone, which was the case recently. But sometimes it just comes out of nowhere. It's a symptom of depression. It's a symptom of PTSD and CPTSD and so many other things. Sometimes there isn't much explanation that we can logically make sense of, but sometimes there is. And either way, it just feels like it's never going to end. But in a recent experience, I was lying in bed and I was listening to classical piano, and I had candles lit and I was looking at the candles dancing to the music, and I started crying, and I felt this like magic come back to me, like, remember that everything is vibration and the music is vibration, and the candles and the fire and the light next to the music and the way that they interact, it's all this beautiful harmony. And spring is here and the flowers will be back, and so will I. And I felt it, and I feel it now just talking about it. And I was like, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. I'm coming back to the light. It can and it will and it always does happen. So just hold tight, okay? You'll be back. A lot of the scripts that are assigned to me, I feel very personally. I connect and I try to put as much love and empathy into everything I work on. I feel very honored to be a part of this channel, and a lot of the work that I do, while I know it helps a lot of you, it helps me too. So thanks for being a part of this community, and thanks for having me. Love you, bye.